Hello YouTube, this is Tonstead39. I'm telling you right now that I'm probably going to cease this channel's operations indefinitely. I've been going to a community college recently and I've been whittling down my career choices, and apparently YouTuber isn't one of them. Now, I might use this channel in the near future or the distant future, depending on what I plan on doing with this channel. This has served as largely as a hobby channel for me, with some slight goal of becoming a big, which my life is as vague as a debate on the death penalty, to give you a bit of perspective on how vague my life is. And also, I'm a very sort of insecure kind of person. You know, I don't know what I want to do with my life, and I don't know if it's even the right thing, or even if that's what others want me to do. Now, if I want to get a job, I want that job to have meaning. You know, I don't want to work at a place that I hate working at. That's insanity. And I think it's hard for anyone who's stuck in a position like that. But I don't want that to be me. You know, I don't want to be the guy who's like 40 and having a midlife crisis, regretting that he didn't choose the right career choice when he was 18. So I will be suspending this channel's operations indefinitely. And until then, I might use it for, again, like I said earlier, I might use it for a different purpose. You know, maybe not for Let's Plays or audio books or anything of that sort. Maybe I'll just sort of use it for whatever my career choices focus on. Because I have many career plans. I've whittled most of them down to either have them be idealistic or like not my league, or occupations that I would hate doing in day-to-day practice. I mean, I'm even insecure on if I want to stay in college or not, because college is a lot of fucking work. Now, we all have to work in our life, but and with college, it's like I know most of the material, but the work is incredibly tedious and repetitive, even though I'm up on the material. So history is a good example. In fact, I'm propping this up on my history textbook right now, which I'm actually procrastinating on. So yeah, token example on why I don't like the work. It's because I don't have problems with the school. It's because I have problems, you know, with me. And the problems I have with me is that I can't stick to stuff for any length of time, which is something that I'll have to ultimately work on in life. And is what I'm weighing right now is college the right fit for me? I don't know what I want, and I don't think most of us do. Is college simply too much work to go through for a job at the end? Because when I went to university, I wanted that 4-year degree so I can be the one guy who's successful and has a 4-year degree. You know, you could see like Steve Jobs dropped out, you know, Bill Gates dropped out, you know, all these billionaires, these very successful people, but they dropped out of college. And I always wanted to be that one person who had a 4-year degree and went on to have a successful job and a good life. What I'm weighing right now is how repetitive that will be going forward. Now, I know, like, the material, but it's the other stuff that gets me, which it'll probably, even in a workplace that I like getting into, like a graphic designer, for instance. Now, he has to review the paperwork, what the commissioner wants, what style. You know, it's very rigidly structured, you know, graphic designers are. And I have whittled my career choices down to 3 different possibilities. Some of these, I warn you, are a bit idealistic. One is an engineer, which I do have this idea for creating the world's first anti-gravity system, whereby the spacecraft will have electromagnets charged to simulate the 9,800 newtons that we feel here on Earth. The problem is that engineering for stuff like that takes a lot of math. takes a lot of problem solving, takes, blueprints, or even worse, Google SketchUp, engineering takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of math, and that's something that is accountable, that takes in a lot of dollars. You need a lot of capital for that sort of thing too. So engineering is still a very tedious profession, just on the verge of the repetitive equations and math problems that you'll have to do for a given project. The second occupation that I've whittled myself down to is a published author. Now, you've probably seen my Meeting with Someone Unknown audiobook, as cringeworthy as that probably was for you. I kind of wanted to sort of publish my own work, I put some of my work up on Wattpad and what have you, but I always sort of worry that people aren't going to like it. And as an author, yes. Sorry.
Don't be too loud.
Okay. And I don't know if you've heard it or not, but Grandpa just sort of called me to bed, and because I'm filming this at 2 in the morning. So this whole YouTube channel is collapsing in front of your eyes right now. Anyway, author also takes a lot of structure, because you have to structure out the plot ideas, you have to structure out who's publishing this, and you also have to structure out, who the characters are, and when you have writer's block, how to circumvent that, and also how to tell a decent story without there being plot holes. So authors are also very rigidly structured. And the third and final occupation is game designer. Now, I've had an idea for a game called Figure It Out, where it's a puzzle game, firstly, and then you do this sort of level. And in this puzzle game, you know how a lot of video games have tutorials up the wazoo? Well, in Figure It Out, it's the reverse, where you have to figure it out. You have to figure out the objection for each level, which will change in genre. So, one level is shoot the British Prime Minister, in which case you'll be shooting cameras. You'll be filming the British Prime Minister while avoiding Ulster nationalists taking over your camera feed. And another level might be win the race, where you have to tap the spacebar frequently to, win the race. So that's another idea. But game designers are also rigidly structured, so you have to learn the code, the ideas, the level design, and just the title screen, and pretty much just... And that's not even going into the financial part of it, the budget, what platform it's going to be on, what format it's going to be on, all that other sort of stuff. So no matter what I do, engineers, authors, and game designers are rigidly structured professions. And I don't know what to do with my life, and I don't even know what to do with this channel, which is going back to... I will be ceasing this channel's operations indefinitely. And it pains me to say this. I have 53 subscribers, and I'm pretty sure all 53 of you are probably in pain to see me go, even though the larger public wouldn't even care. Anyway, this is Tonstead39, indefinitely signing off.